Boo-boo-boo-doo.
Watercooler.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Watercooler.
Ba-ba-ba-dow. Hey, welcome to Watercooler. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. You know how the show goes. I, Chris Lux, want to kick it with my Cruel Digital Bud and Matt and Kaylin. Let me introduce everybody who's here all the way in North Hollywood, California. We got Mike Dawson.
What's up, my dudes?
What's
Everybody
up?
good?
Yeah, everything's good. I recognize that
Good.
coffee mug you have in your hand.
You do.
Yeah, DNA.
You do.
Yeah. You took that from work.
I sure did.
Yeah, I recognize that mug. I remember.
This
I think
guy's office
there's
used to be
enough
down
at the
the street
studio
from
to
us.
take a couple of.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's plenty. There's plenty. Don't worry. It's.
I'm not worried. I asked
go.
if
Dawson's
I could
worried.
take it
Dawson's
because they
really
were
worried.
they were giving them all away, and I had
Yeah.
like 2 coffee mugs at the time. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm taking a shitload of mugs. This is the guy who mastered my record, by the way.
Oh, see. Well,
Well,
then, yeah, keep it
masturbated on your
up.
record? What?
Good dude.
And then that voice, all the way in Austin, Texas. That's Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. And then in Long Beach, California, we got Kaylin Bean.
Going on.
Hey, Kaylin.
Hey, Chris.
Alrighty. So, yeah, I'm drinking out of a coffee mug. I don't even know where I got this one from. It's a Triumph Coffee Club. Yeah, I have a hodgepodge of coffee mugs. We don't really have matching mugs at our house either. Like,
Do you guys remember when we had a fan make a bunch of, I guess they were like animated portraits of all of us, and we all had our own coffee mug,
Of
mostly
course.
so that Adam could know, who was leaving the mugs unrinsed. But it was ultimately decided that whenever a person who had their mug was leaving the company, there would be a ceremony where we smash the mug in the parking lot. Did that ever happen with my mug? Because I haven't seen
I don't
it.
know. I haven't seen your mug, but Gary has his mug.
yeah, Gary has
Gary
his
got
mug.
his out alive. Okay.
Dawson
I have my mug, but Amy was using it a bunch. She really liked it. I wouldn't use the mug, but Amy would use it all the time, and then it started fading away in the dishwasher. So I had to be like, all right, no more using this mug. So now it's like a half faded picture of me.
Oh, very Back to the Future-y. You're just disappearing onto the mug.
Yeah.
And then yeah, mine's still at work, fully intact, knock on wood. It's I think it's my Facebook profile picture. And yeah, I still use it when I can, but typically I use the Adam Kroll Show mugs because I have to be in the studio on camera now, and we don't use any other branded mugs except for those. So I miss using it. Dawson uses it all the time. I just watch him drink out of my mug.
Yep, it's usually the closest one to the shelf.
Yeah, that's true. It's used. It's still used very often, but yeah, nothing broken yet. But yeah, I don't know. I just I tried collecting mugs. Starbucks had these mugs with whatever state you were in or city, and they were just customized. So if you went to Austin, Texas, or Dallas, you can get these mugs. So I collected when I went to Texas on that tour, all the major cities. I collected those Starbucks mugs, thinking, "Oh, this might be my thing." And then after I stopped there. So I just have 3 Texas mugs.
Speaking of
Probably for the
which,
best.
Kaylin, any quarter updates?
No, unfortunately, there is no quarter updates, and I just got to say the fans are clamoring for a quarter update. I saw numerous social media posts about it, and it made me sad, honestly, because I am still, I'm still in the hunt. I'm still in the game. I didn't
Gotta go
give it
back
up.
to cash, bro.
You're out.
I'm not out. I'm not out. I'm still in the game. The problem is I just don't have that much cash on me anymore, and I don't know. I might have to just like start going to the ATM and pulling out like, couple $100 at the start of every week to get it going again. Because, like I said, I only got like 8 or 9 more to go. And yeah. And on top of that, my daughters like to get donuts after school, and the donut shop only takes cash. And they're always like, let's get a donut. And I'm like, Dad's got no money. So
This
I'm like,
sounds like
maybe
an
I should-
easy solution here. Get some cash and pay for the donuts with the cash.
I know. I'm so cheap, though. I don't want to pay for that ATM fee. And
Yeah,
the nearest bank of mine is far away. It's not close to where I live.
I do have a solution for you, Kaylin.
Okay.
You live by the beach.
Sorta.
You do. You're in Long Beach. There's the word beach in it.
Yeah,
You
well,
can't-
Long Beach is not
can't-
set
it's
up
a
very
pretty
well. It
long
takes me like a
beach,
good
though.
25 minutes to fucking get there.
Still, it's the word beach. You can just get a metal detector.
Yeah, I knew that was where I was going. I knew that was where I was going.
Scour the sand. Find
Yep.
not only you're gonna
My
find.
brother has one.
Oh,
There we go.
Borrow it from him.
You can look. You're gonna find wedding rings. Those go for pretty coin too. Or you can just save relationships if you want by finding wedding rings.
No, I think you're right, Chris. He should get the wedding ring, take it to a pawn shop where he will get cash.
Oh yeah, that's another way to get cash.
Oh,
But look,
Yeah.
all the
yeah.
treasure you'll find, you'll be
No
clean.
ATM fee there.
Yeah, be one of those guys with the metal detectors at the beach. Everyone loves those guys. They're
Well,
genuine.
I was just gonna say, like, I generally don't give a fuck what strangers think about me on the street, as you know, from my just pajama wearing out and about all day long. But like, I don't know if I could fucking
You don't
be a
care
fucking metal
what a
detector
lot of
guy.
people think.
I
It's not
don't, but
just-
I don't know if I could be a metal detector guy.
Why?
Yeah.
What's wrong with metal detector guy?
That's a tough look.
Why?
that's
What's so tough about it? Obviously, you're gonna wear the big hat. You're gonna have a big hat. You need the big brimmed hat. You're gonna be
He
outside.
probably already has one from all the pond work. Let's be
Oh
honest.
yeah.
Yeah,
You have your brother has one.
I'm pretty sure he has one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's done
Forget
it a
the
couple
metal
times.
detector, dude. Go magnet fishing.
Or magnet fishing too.
That's the new metal detection, magnet fishing.
But we're trying to get him quarters. We're not trying to get him fish.
It'll get quarters, dude. They're magnetic.
I'll
And
take
you
it
may
to
get
like
a
a
whole
fountain
lot
nearby
more
me,
of
and I'll
them.
just.
Oh, I thought you were telling me he's fishing for fish with magnets. I was like, first off, I don't understand
No.
behind that.
It's you
but-
actually
Hey,
you
sometimes
tie,
fish eat coins.
tie a huge magnet.
Can you imagine?
tie a
Fucking
huge magnet
put that
to
in
the
there, and
end
a
of
fish just
rope.
gets sucked up to it, like because of the quarters inside
Don't
of
eat
it.
that fish. Don't eat that fish.
No, magnet fishing is a thing. It's you tie a heavy duty rope to the end of a large
Yeah.
magnet and just throw it in a body of water and then fucking drag it and see what comes up.
Yeah, forget the sand. Dawson's
Yeah,
right.
forget it,
Think of all
Kalen. Go
the
for it,
people
dude.
that look, there are those guys who
Or get a cup and stand on the corner of the freeway and just say, I'm trying to get all the state's quarters.
no, don't do that. That's cheating. What you do, Caleb,
is
think
cheating.
of all the guys who, summer just hit. They just bought their new board shorts with pockets. They already have coins in there, but they're going into the ocean because they're excited. They forget to empty their pockets. All that treasure that just floats out of their pockets onto the bottom of Davy Jones' locker. You with a magnet scouring the sea,
Yeah,
getting
dude.
this. This is your treasure. This is
I have so much extra time to do all these fun activities too.
it. Look,
I'll just go out there every day and try again.
no, it's
yeah.
interesting when you
Great.
said that you were looking at social media posts and they made you sad. Did you mean it? Because it doesn't.
I did
sound
mean
like
it. I felt bad. I
You
felt
don't,
bad.
it doesn't sound
Yeah.
like you're sad. Doesn't sound like you feel.
I don't know if I'm that sad to go magnet fishing, but it did make me. It did make me sad.
It's the level of sadness you have to reach. It's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
depth.
Magnet
Yeah.
fisher guy just met metal detector guy in the sea,
Yeah, pretty much.
dude. But you don't have to.
I think you get a better workout from magnet fishing, though.
Yeah, think of all the stuff down there, Kalen. That's yours. That's your treasure. Don't you? Haven't you always wanted to find treasure?
Yes,
You
I
find treasure,
I
dude.
have always wanted to find it.
hasn't?
Yeah, I can't deny that.
Yeah, you maybe even find Atlantis if you're lucky. Speaking of, the new Aquaman's on HBO. The
Oh,
new,
really? I didn't even know that.
yeah, I just saw a promo for it, and I'm excited to watch it because a guy literally pulled me aside. A stranger just went,
Right,
watch
best.
the new Aquaman 2, 10 out of 10, and
Yeah.
I want to see what he's talking about. Whatever it is, maybe he works for Warner, but whatever. It worked on me, and I shall be partaking in the new Aquaman. But yeah, Kalen, get some quarters, dude. We miss these
Some
cities
magnets.
celebrate. The ice is melting. All the
Magnets,
champagne
bro.
on ice.
Yeah.
So I'm confused, Chris. Did you watch the new Aquaman?
I'm going to.
Oh, you're going
I'm
to.
excited.
Okay.
I'm really excited. I saw it today, the
Cool. Great
promo, and I
story.
thought, well, Matt, what are you talking about? Okay, I'll leave it to you, Matt. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I was reading a magazine and I saw a picture of a new soft drink, but I haven't tried it yet. That's it. That's my story. That's the story
Well,
you just told.
look, but a movie is a collection of pictures.
That's true.
A soft drink is not.
But the
He
fact
got
that
you there,
I
Matt.
haven't enjoyed the soft drink is means I cannot describe to you what it is like, much like Chris cannot go any further than to say that there's a thing that exists with moving pictures.
Well, I can
Chris
say
had a
this to
sip
Chris
of it.
is
He had a
Chris-
sip of it.
Chris is very excited to watch this movie Aquaman 2. I am really not looking forward to watching Aquaman 2, but I feel like I kind of have to. So I will be watching it as well, and I'm really not looking forward to that. So
I
we're on
haven't seen
opposite ends
Aquaman
here.
1. Any good?
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
I didn't see it.
Sweet.
Kalen, did you end up watching Thanksgiving yet?
I did. I'm going to be flicking it either on this
Oh,
show or on
shit.
Patreon. Yes.
Awesome.
I got a little behind the scenes knowledge that I'll get into during my segment.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, your butt hurt? What's up? You good?
I'm good, man.
All right. Just poking fun. Just
I
poking
love
fun.
it. I love it.
Now it's time for
All right. These are all comments found on our Facebook group. And if you want to join our Facebook group, please join. It's facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's my favorite place on the whole world wide net. So yeah, thanks everybody. And look, it's free. I know people are like, oh, I don't have Facebook. I don't want to join. I don't trust the metaverse. I don't trust that Zuckerberg guy and his and what he's doing in the UFC. Look, we're not asking you to do that. We're just saying, hey, this is a cool group of people that occasionally post the hot dog and the 69. And yeah, and they're just they're like-minded and they enjoy this podcast just like you. All right. Let's see here. So this first comment, this is from Tony Magbanoa. And he says, the only problem with the free bread they serve to your table at restaurants is that they don't do it everywhere else. I want to be served focaccia. Did I say that right? Focaccia. While I'm getting my car fixed. I want my doctor to offer me a baguette and olive oil while she's checking my blood pressure.
This is a great idea. I love it. We should get free bread no matter where we go.
It should be a universal thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
It would make the dentist more fun. Eat some garlic bread while you're in the waiting room. You know,
Wouldn't-
you're going to
it
get your
wouldn't-
teeth
the
cleaned after
dentist
anyway.
would hate it, though. The dentist wouldn't like that.
This is where we've come as a society. I love it.
Why?
Yeah, let's get
It's
bread. Let's do bread while you're waiting for bread.
You know, there's a whole thing about the universal basic income. How about some universal bread income, right?
Yeah, nobody denies free bread. They all want it. We all want garlic bread. We all want the free bread before the meal. So let's just get that. I'm with you, Tony. Let's find more places to insert bread into our lives.
Yeah, you take the lead on that one, bro, and tell me where you get it in first, and I'll go. And I'll get some bread while I wait for an oil change.
Yes.
Get them into car dealerships. That's what you need to do.
Think about it. The whole place is going to smell like fresh baked bread. I might
who
be more
doesn't love
willing to
that?
buy a car.
Everybody loves that. I'll be like, shit, man, this place smells like sourdough. I'll take the Forerunner.
Yeah.
All right, this next comment. This is from Nicholas Lay. He says that Costco has organic eggs, and this is a 24-pack for $7. And
I saw that.
I
It was
just got
pretty-
that. I went to Costco yesterday, and I got that exact. Not because I got it at the same time. So sorry, Nicholas, you didn't inspire me, but I'm happy that we're both on the same mindset here. Have the same mindset here, getting those eggs, and I can't wait to try them. I wanted to do an egg upgrade ever since Kalen told me to, and then Curb had a whole thing about better quality eggs. The last episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So I'm even more excited about this.
They're
So-
better eggs.
Every now and then,
I'm telling you, they're
every
better
now
eggs.
and then with organic eggs, the problem with organic eggs, and it's only a problem if this grosses you out, and it grosses out like 99% of the population who wasn't raised with chickens and eggs. They sometimes, when you crack open one of those brown ones, it'll be bloody.
That's why.
One in a couple thousand.
I don't
every
want
now
those
and then.
odds.
Every
Those
now and
odds are
then,
enough to
dude.
make me stop.
Every now and then. That's the only reason why I told you. But yes, it happens. So I had bought those eggs for a while, and I felt like every time I cracked an egg, I was like, is today the day I win the lottery? And it never happened to me, but I only went through 2 flats of those eggs, I guess. So 48 of them. And then I went back to the flats of white eggs.
I've been doing the free range eggs for, I'd say, a couple months now, and I've yet to see a bloody egg. So
Can you tell the difference? Like if I cooked you two scrambled eggs of like the regular eggs and 2 free range eggs, and we did a taste test, you would tell the difference?
I think I might be able to. I think I might be able. I eat enough eggs to where I think, yeah, I might be able to.
Interesting.
The color of the yolk is different. The color of the egg is different. It's like a different egg. Like it's.
I'm talking taste here. I'm talking flavor.
You know what? I don't know how much of it is just in my head, but when I eat scrambled eggs, fried eggs, hard-boiled eggs, I go, oh, this egg tastes way better than what I was eating a week ago. I mean, I eat eggs pretty much every single day.
All right,
Well, there
I
you go.
believe you. I think
I think we need to put it to the test.
We're gonna have to do
All
it.
right, let's put it to the test.
We're gonna have to.
Yep.
Do it.
Let's go hard-boiled though. Like, let's not fuck around here.
Yeah, I guess
Oh, hard boiled, you can tell, but the yolk though, you'll know.
Oh, you'll know by the
They
yolk
both-
color.
Blindfold them.
Blindfold.
Gotta be blindfolded.
I have to do the bird
There you
box.
go.
egg
Literally the bird box.
Yep.
The eggs
All
that
right.
come, you know.
Blindfolded hard boiled egg taste test.
Yeah. It's just it's
Yep.
in the name of science.
Let's do it.
Jim Blake says my oldest is a senior in high school and they're kicking off senior assassins. Is this a California thing or is it nationwide? So there's a buy-in. You draw a name of a classmate and they have to hunt down your fellow student and shoot them with a squirt gun. My niece did it when she graduated a few years ago and got pretty close to winning a pot worth $5,000. It got really serious. Some of the kids who played, they end up shooting while on a date. So I guess it looks like there's just no rules and you have to just get a squirt gun and shoot somebody that you're assigned to. I like this game. I've never heard of it, Jim, but I am a fan of it already.
It seems pretty fun. I'd love it. It also seems like it became a thing after the Hunger Games, probably.
I've never heard of this before.
But it's cool, right?
It does sound fun.
I got invited to play Fugitive again. We have a Fugitive game coming up.
What does that mean?
Is that the one where you just like scour the neighborhood and you have to get from one location to the? Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
You told that story. That sounds like a fun.
I literally just got an invite. I don't know how much I should play because I don't want too much information out. But I got this voicemail here. I'll play it for you guys. Let me just see if I could find it. Sorry. Here it is. And it's just I got.
How many people are involved?
I think there's 30 people in this group chat, but let's see if I can play this.
If you're receiving this message, you've been selected to participate in a game of Fugitive.
And then it says a date, and then all the stuff, and please.
What is Fugitive, Chris?
It's 2 teams, and like Team A and Team B. And first, Team A.
Can it be Team 1 and Team 2?
No, it's letters only. That's very very important. So Team A is like you have 2 checkpoints. Like let's say, and sometimes it could be like a city apart. Like let's say we go from one end of Glendale to the other end of Glendale, and so Team A has like 3 hours to get from point A in Glendale to point B in Glendale. You have 3 hours, and you get a 30-minute head start before Team B has to chase you and find you and track you. Team A does not have cars. Team B has vehicles, and you can't. And some of the rules are like you can't get out of the vehicle unless you see somebody. And and it's just tag. If you get tagged, you're out. And then you see how many people make it to the checkpoint, and then you go the other way and see who from Team B can make it back to the original checkpoint, and then you score it. Basically, whoever got more people wins. And there are no rules other than that. However,
how much is the distance really between the 2 locations?
By any means necessary. It could be miles. It could be as I said, it could be like from like Eagle Rock to like the Corolla studio. Like it could be far. Like and you're on foot. But I mean, you have 3.
You can't ride a bike.
Right. Other modes of transportation
There
are
if you find, but you have to find them. And
you have to steal them, is what you're saying. You have to steal someone's skateboard.
I wouldn't do that. I personally have never.
You did steal a boat one time, though, didn't you?
I didn't. I wasn't me. That wasn't me. God.
Yeah, I remember this story. It sounds like a fun ass game.
Yeah. So I got invited to play Fugitive again. I'm thinking about it. But I'm like, I haven't played since I was, I don't know, 19, 20. So it seems like I have a lot more at stake to lose here if things go awry.
You can do it, Brixton.
Yeah, Copso. Thanks, Doss. Thanks, I appreciate it. Michael Porter says, question for you all: do you clean as you cook or do you clean up after the meal?
After.
Yeah,
Way
I'm-
after.
I
Yeah.
mostly go way after, but if my wife and I are both kind of cooking together, then generally she's doing a bit more of the cooking, and I'll try to get a head start and kind of be bussing what she's done using. But generally speaking, by the time we're done cooking and eating, I'm fucking exhausted. The last thing I want to do is go back and start cleaning it up.
I will
the
say that
next
in
morning.
my single days, I cleaned way after. Probably too long after.
Right.
but- What?
I used to hate I used to hate washing dishes. Now I don't mind them as much. To the point where it was literally not literally, but it was the bane of my existence. Like I truly just loathed life whilst washing dishes. Some things have changed. I do clean while cooking now. If I have a minute or two, I'll wash a couple dishes and put them in the drying rack or dry them off now. Just to kind of it helps a lot if you do it while you're cooking, if you can find the time. But you know, if what you're cooking is really complicated, or you're not just throwing something in the oven, then yeah, I could see how it gets a little tough. But obviously eat the meal first before doing too much, because you want to eat the meal hot. You want to make sure it's right.
I
The
feel like dish cleaning is also good podcast listening time. Like if you've got a couple dishes to get through, you can listen to, half a Smartless or something while you're cleaning. I feel like that is my my happy place now.
Mm. I just imagine myself. There's a scene from Catch Me If You Can where Martin Sheen and his wife are washing the dishes together, and they're whistling, and they're just they're really just appreciating where the moment and their life. And I think about that scene when I wash the dishes, thinking that's cool. Like, and now and how lucky am I to be able to have dishes, to be able to do this, and it actually is a little bit more of a rewarding experience thinking that way, and just like, oh yeah, what am I in a rush for? Like, I remember talking to Adam Carolla about that Neuralink brain chip that Elon Musk is doing. Have you heard of this, Kalen?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've heard a couple
And like now it can control like a
chimpanzees and
computer
monkeys have
mouse.
died from it, but yeah.
Yeah. So and it's really just like just by thinking you're able to Google stuff, text, whatever. It's pretty wild technology. But Adam said, and I totally agree with him. And I've been thinking about this. Like, it's not like, think about all the technology that we've had in our lives to like make life easier. It doesn't get easier. We just pile on more onto our schedules, like the washing machine, the cell phone, all this stuff. We're not our like, we thought, okay, we have a cell phone now, so we don't have to like wait to get home to answer the phone, get people respond to people's messages or anything like that. And then so we'll just be able to do that, and we'll have all this more free time, whatever it is. Like, we never have more free time. Like, we always just pile on more tasks. And that's like been like the dishwasher, the whatever. Like, so now if I hand wash my dishes, I'm thinking this is all I'm doing, and it's wonderful, and I'll just appreciate this moment, and I don't have to, worry about what's next. I don't have to worry about what I have to do, and it's cool. So I don't know, it's just like a different mindset to the dishes, and I've been thinking that way the last, I don't know, 2 years, and doing the dishes has been a much better experience, and I don't loathe the dishes anymore. I even dry them after I wash them, and I put them away.
Focus on the mundane is
kitchen
good
counter.
for you.
Kitchen counter is clean. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like it's just better. Like it's
meditation.
What's the
I
rush?
did that today.
It's time with your thoughts.
What'd you think, Kalen? You did it today.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
It's great. Yeah.
Like this room.
I much prefer to just wipe down with, just get one rag. You're gonna get all dirty. Use it through, and just do it that way.
Yeah,
I'm
you just
always
Clean
putting
your
them in the
dishes
dishwasher.
with a dirty rag? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well,
no. Well, you commit one towel. Like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
going to use this towel to dry all these dishes, and then that will be the end of this towel before
Exactly,
it has to
yeah.
get washed again. And you just rather than trying to keep it clean and use it for a few days or something. And yeah, I'm with you, Kalen. That's the way to do it. Like this room right here, it flooded. It was, remember, as I said, like it had like a half inch of water in it before when it was raining really hard. And I got a mop, and I just no podcast, no music or anything, just in silence, just with my thoughts. Mopped it, dried it, and it was awesome. It's awesome. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like sound like an old man now, but I appreciate moments like that to where I don't have to keep my brain so busy all the time. Like I could just appreciate the moment, the time, and it's cool. I don't know. I may be wrong. I mean,
It's nice.
yeah, I think it's kind of.
You're not wrong.
Okay, thanks, Kalen. Ryan Roberts writes, my 3-year-old picked a movie last night, Air Bud, because she likes dogs. I told her that I was in this movie, which made her very excited. I'm in it for about 3/4 of a second. I'm also in Air Bud too, for about the same amount of time, both playing my bass drum. Any other Boba Boys show up in movies? I think
How
this
do you
friend and I-
how do you get both Air Bud and Air Bud 2?
It's the
Like,
same.
I can-
He was so good in the
understand
first
one of
one, they
them,
had
but
to
if
bring
you're
him
in-
back
You're
for
in
the second.
both Air Buds doing essentially the same thing.
Yeah, Ryan.
You either are really, really good at that one thing, and it was crucial to the movie.
Yeah, this guy. So his name's Ryan Roberts. I'm gonna share this picture with those watching
Or-
it because it's good. There he is. Which one is he? I can't. He's circled here playing the big bass drum. It looks like this is what he does, right? Like he actually legitimately played this. He wasn't picked out of a pool of guys that looked like him going, that should be the bass drum.
There was a rigorous audition process. for this
Oh,
one, actually, I
there may have
believe.
been. There may have been.
Now here's a drum, but now we're gonna turn it vertical. Can you still play it, son?
So, Ryan, as Dawson said, you should get a lot more credit for being in both Airbuds because I would put money that those aren't even the same fucking dog in both Airbuds. Like they could be
Right.
totally two different dogs. So props to you for being the through line in both Airbud movies. And I've never seen Airbud.
Me neither.
It's talked about enough
Wow.
that I kind of want to watch it.
You
Maybe-
guys
How
are
many times
missing
have you
out,
seen
man.
Air Bud,
Is it on
Matt?
Netflix?
I
Because
haven't
movie
seen it.
night's
I
about
watch
to be
Airbud.
lit.
Matt, I'm
Probably
gonna say
Disney,
Matt has
right?
seen it at least twice. Matt, have you seen it at least twice?
Absolutely. I
Okay.
probably saw it in theaters, and then I probably saw it again on home video with my little sister at a certain point.
Now, what about Air Bud 2?
I'll give you one better. I've seen Air Buddies, which is about the puppies that Air Bud has. And then they have a whole series of films where they join a football team. It's called Golden Receiver. Let me just tell you, you could really spend some time with these films.
Air
pretty
Bud
great.
came out in '97.
Golden Receiver.
So I thought I was too old for Air Bud. I don't know. It didn't seem like. But I guess I was only like 12.
You're never too old for dogs that play basketball.
I
Got you there.
now. I actually would want to watch it more now than when I was as a kid. When I did as a kid. So Air Bud might be in the queue. All right.
Do a double feature with Aquaman too.
I might. Sorry, I don't mean to preview a movie I haven't seen. All right, so this one is from Philip Anderson, and he says, which glizzy is perfect? And it's basically cooked from rare to well done. There's 7 different stages here, and I would eat any of these glizzies. They're
I
great.
would eat any one of those. Any one of those.
But
yeah, but what? Yeah,
there is a correct answer, and
I'd
that
go. I'd go
Let's all
5.
say it.
one
the same
one is
time.
the least cooked, 7 is like charred, and the answer is 6.
4.
5.
Oh, all right.
Although when we used to make glizzies at the studio on Chris's little burner that he brought in, if there was a level 9 on there, that's what ours looked like when we.
How dear. Oh, when I brought the grill,
Yeah. And we-
burner. I brought
yeah,
a grill,
a grill. Yeah,
but it was like a
a
camping,
camping grill.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Those are good.
Those are good.
I liked doing the little cookouts at lunch. That was fun.
That was good times. Like we're just hobos. Fucking Kalen's a hobo. Fucking cooking on a Foreman fucking propane grill outside.
Every once in a
and,
while,
like,
we'd have a fan. It
Somehow
might have
we
even been a water
collected
cooler fan.
sausages. It's like a sausage guy would come by and just dump a bunch of fucking brats off.
Well, we had a legit German sausage company right down the street from the studio, and those were fucking awesome. And I'd go there all the time. But every once in a while, a listener would send us like a chub pack of a bunch of different kind of sausages, and it was like
Right.
Christmas. I would just Chris would just walk into my office with all those we're eating for days, Kalen. Let's go.
Those are the days.
Yeah, I was grateful for those times.
Andrea
Right back.
Owen Wilson, who loves my mouth licks, my mouth guitar licks. She said, "Umbrella Seekers." She actually doesn't like them. She says she didn't like them. Umbrella Seekers Get you a reverse folding one. Oh, I like this. When you close it, the wet part's on the inside. And so you get in your car and pass the umbrella across your body. No wetness. I've never seen that. It must look like
Either.
the reverse of a flower blooming. I'm guessing the way it closes. I like it though. I like this idea. I've never seen it. I don't understand what it would look like folded up. It doesn't. If this
Can't
was
even picture
so
it in my
awesome,
mind.
If I'm imagining correctly, it's not like total reverse because the umbrella is like this and goes like this.
Oh yeah,
The
so it would go
reverse
down,
umbrella, the reverse umbrella will go like this, and then these will fold up into it. So it kind of goes,
oh, that makes
and then it
that makes
traps the water
yeah.
inside.
I just don't see it saving a lot of space. And if this was like such a innovative technology, I wonder why all of them don't do it. It seems like the answer. What are the cons of this reverse umbrella? I need to
I
know.
don't know.
But I appreciate the recommendation here.
Now.
Let's see here. Ryan Scripps says scrolling through the post just now made me realize I got to catch up on episodes. I started listening to Spotify a lot more recently and have Watercooler and the Sideshow a week or two behind on my listening. I'm not being a good kid and doing my homework. Sorry to disappoint everyone. I'm sure you've been wondering. Ryan, I have not been wondering, and I guess I'll be speaking to Ryan in like 4 weeks. So 4-week Ryan, because you're listening to this much later than us. Don't worry about it. Listen at your own pace. That's the beauty of these shows. Go back, listen to the archive, listen however way you want. We just appreciate it.
We're timeless.
We're timeless. That's right. We're evergreen. We're timeless, and enjoy it any way you want. We can be consumed in any way. Joshua Andrew Willingham says, Loxamana, please stop with the voice guitar licks. LOL. I put my phone on the lowest volume when you do it, and it still makes me cringe. LOL.
You know,
Joshua.
ever since these people started writing in saying that they hated your mouth licks, it's only made me love them even more. So now, like every time I get like, it's like a
Look.
level 10 kick out of them, whereas it might have been like a 7 before.
I know
so.
what this is. You remember when the people were coming out with lists like the best French fry of all time, and they would pick like something stupid like the potato wedge, and then everyone would be talking like this is the dumbest list ever because it gets engagement. Joshua, we know you love the mouth licks. I know you're not turning that phone on. You're turning it up. You want the engagement. You want the clout.
Josh wants the mouth licks.
It's fine. You want the licks. And you know what, Joshua? The next time I do them, I'm going to be thinking about you. I'm going to be thinking only about you. So enjoy it. Enjoy the mouth. I doubt you'll be turning them down now because they're the next ones are meant for you. I take dedications, yes, happily. So, yeah, I want people to write in letters to dedicate them to their loved ones, like the way they did it on like Coast 103.5. Like, oh yeah, this next this one's to Jane from Robbie.
Wow.
Robbie says he's thinking of you, and he's so sorry about the other night. But
on Coast 103.5.
You remember Coast, right? I mean, it's still around, but I don't think they do that anymore. That's the station my mom listened to the most. Hence why my music knowledge is awful. It was all just slow jams and ballads and love songs, like pop love songs.
All my mom listened to was Sarah McLachlan, so
she would have been on Coast
probably
105. Yeah. She would have been there.
I listened to a lot of Sarah McLachlan growing up.
Yeah, just the commercial, right? The animal commercial. Yeah. She just had that on repeat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I miss Coast. I might have to check that out again and maybe dedicate a song or two. But yeah, I take dedications for the mouth licks, everybody. Enjoy. This next video. Joe Urbanek says you guys should use your connections with Joe Coy to get in touch with the Jabberwockies and give them Dawson's idea of dancing to music in their routine. It might be a game changer. That's a good Joe.
Yep. Always thinking, Joe.
That's $1 million idea. And I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had no idea they were a dance troupe, and somehow I have even less respect for them. Go on.
All right. Look, we have more comments, but I think let's change gears just for a little bit here because we do have it. This is how you remind me, since I was talking about the archive earlier.
This is exciting. I heard my voice at the top of this one, so I'm curious.
It was a sound check. Yeah, I played a 1 second sound check, and it was Dawson's voice. So I'm excited too. I don't know what this is. Matt, does this need any setup?
Well, you can play the intro, and then yeah, I can probably do like a real brief setup.
All right, I shall do that. Here we go.
This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of the podcast we had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so this one was submitted to us by Duck Guy, Jake McCutcheon. And typically we've asked people to go through the free archives that are available to any listener. If you just go to the Watercooler feed, you can scroll back to the very beginning, our very first episode. It's all, it's got ads in it, but it's all free for you guys to listen to. Jake has slightly misunderstood the assignment. He has provided us with a clip from a Patreon show, but I still think this is good advertisement, just great content. It was recorded April.
But for the record, this is not an advertisement. This is only.
This was recorded the day that I basically was celebrating 1 year of being in Austin,
Sober?
Texas.
Oh.
Got a long way to go for that one. But you guess you can play it.
1 year, Matt in Austin for 1 year. Here's the clip.
Matt, y'all can say y'all anytime y'all want to.
See, Dawson sounds cool when he says it. Try it, Matt.
Don't force me. Don't you push me into
Dawson
this. I'll
sounds
say it when I'm
awesome.
goddamn ready.
So
what I was
here's
going to
not ready.
say, there were a couple occasions where I had it typed out, and I looked at it, and then I went, "You guys." Like, I just changed it. I changed it to "you guys" because it felt weird. But now I've lived here for a whole year. I wanted to know from other people if I was allowed to start saying it. And the general consensus is that I can. A few people said not until I own a pair of cowboy boots, which I thought was pretty valid as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So, if I'm going to drop it, it is just going to happen naturally. And then I'll just be like,
What?
oh my God, I have finally said it without reservation.
So what do you think is the most Texas thing you do?
Yeah.
Like that we would be like, oh, that's pretty.
Try to cook ribs in
Texas-y.
11 minutes.
I was going to say drink beer out on the deck.
Yeah.
Anybody from
Yeah,
Texas
that
would
takes-
agree with that.
I like that. That's good.
All right. And there we
There you
go.
go.
Matt is, and now he's just straight up Texan.
There you go.
Right.
He was letting it fly with those y'alls. I think that happened on last week's show.
He's
It's
back
like-
to saying it.
It
Yeah.
did. I can't remember if it was a Patreon or movie night, but it was the first time that I actually said it without thinking about it. And then Gary has continued to give me shit about it ever since then, even over text messages. So
Have you gotten those cowboy boots yet?
no, I have not. I have not.
Do you? I still say you guys a lot. How are you guys doing? And I don't know. I don't really like it anymore.
You can try to say y'all. It's fucking really weird to do it around people who have never heard you say it before. Like like I said, I let it slip on the air here. I did not typically say it in front of you guys. You see what I did there? My parents, I have not said it in front of them. It'd be like coming out of the closet. I think they might reject me if I started saying y'all. They might disown me.
I've done that joke like 4 times on stage now, where I say I was in Texas a couple weeks ago, and I was misgendered at the restaurant. The waitress comes over and says, "Y'all like queso?" And I'm like, and I let it go because I'm cool, and I was like, I all love queso. Anyway,
Yeah.
whatever.
How y'all doing?
It worked. I'm tired, dude. I've been working all goddamn day. I pulled 1/4 of the weeds in my front yard, and I've got a huge fucking yard. And
Humble brag.
my God,
Acreage. So much land.
Land for days, boys.
I can't see. I can see from one to the other. Yeah. Chris is gonna play Fugitive across my front lawn. In a few
yeah,
weeks.
my lot is one of the biggest in North Hollywood.
It's a pretty. It's a
Dawson's got some
decent
yards,
chunk.
both in
for
front and
sure.
out back.
I know. I love Dawson's House. I don't
And
know.
with all the
Hold on a
goddamn
minute.
rain we've had, now these fucking weeds are like, dude, they're approaching like 5 feet tall, and they're like, it's killing me, dude.
How's the
What?
bocce going?
It's there. It works.
Yeah. I am thinking about trying pickleball now. It's gone to the point where my interest is officially peaked, and I want to do it. Have you guys tried it yet?
No.
I have not tried it yet, but out here in Austin, it is fucking everywhere. All of the outdoor bars have pickleball courts. You see like flag signs advertising it, even for indoor places. I've been to breweries that have it, like in the other room. It is like a happening thing. I don't understand why people aren't just playing tennis. I guess it's a lot harder. Just
Tennis
easier to
is
play
harder.
pickleball.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Pickleball is well. I think pickleball's barrier to entry is a lot easier. Like it's easier to learn and pick up. Tennis is definitely harder.
I don't think you
learn.
have to be in nearly as good shape to play pickleball.
You don't.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
And you like if I play tennis now, I there's no doubt in my mind I will tear my ACL or my Achilles. Like I'm just not meant to move laterally that quickly anymore, and I'm just at that age where it's there. Like that's gonna happen to me. Pickleball was described to me as Foursquare meets like tennis, and I freaking loved myself some Foursquare growing up.
Hell yeah.
I was in that champion square many a recess.
Look at you.
Another humble brag over here.
No, it's just a straight brag. That was not humble at all. That was a
Foursquare was
full-on-
fun as
that was
shit,
a
dude. We got
full-on brag.
competitive.
Dude,
We got
Foursquare.
competitive with that shit.
Foursquare-
in 8th grade, dude.
Dude, if I see a Foursquare court, I'm just pumped to even just be
Yeah.
standing in it. Yeah, I'm surprised that Foursquare isn't like it just died on the in recess. Like, don't the Olympics have like handball and stuff? Dodgeball's still around. They're adult
It's
dodgeball.
a different kind of handball than
Yeah,
what we
if they had
play at.
Olympic
Yeah.
handball where people could do like slices
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
saying.
you
Underdog.
know, like American, like all those
We
classic
would watch
moves.
that. Would we not watch
I
that?
would
I
watch
would
that
watch
all
the
the
hell
time.
out of that.
Just
Slices.
the
Matt,
big
did you
rubber
ever
ball.
have the rule no slices? Did somebody ever yell no slices?
Of course.
bro?
Of course,
People-
yeah.
Dude, I would get so mad if someone did slices to me and it was a no slices game. Oh my god, that's so unfair. I have a scar on my knuckle from doing a slicey too low.
Oh man,
I went
yeah, you
too
gotta be
low.
ready for
I
the pull.
committed and I just scraped my knuckle on that concrete and it's still on my finger.
We only had one move at my school generally, and we called it watermelon, which is when the ball passes over your head, you yell watermelon, and then it automatically skips to the next person.
We
So
call
the-
that underdog.
Underdog. So yeah, so the first shot was always just like way over the top, and it was just a line of people calling out watermelon, and then it would get lower, and you try and just the next person would try and duck under and under until you couldn't do it anymore, and the last person would have to hit it from way far back. And God, this is bringing back some really fun memories. I really enjoy my.
What about
my-
butts up? You ever play butts up, Kalen?
It sounds familiar, but I couldn't even tell you like what is it.
Doss, you ever get into butts up?
I think we played it. And I think it was one of the most fun games we ever played, but we didn't play it that much.
Dude, it was like handball, but you have a tennis ball or like a rubber. I think they call it like a Mako ball or something.
Yeah.
I think it's like what they play like Olympic handball with, and you throw it at the wall. It's like handball, but you throw it and you catch it. But if like it goes off the wall and it doesn't bounce and somebody could catch it, then that person who threw it is out. And then if they miss the catch but they touched it, then they're out. And if you like lose, you have to stand up against the wall, and somebody gets to chuck the ball as hard as you can. You're face back, and somebody just
Yeah.
throws the ball at your backside as hard as they can from a certain distance. And typically they would miss, but if they connected, you would try to aim for their butt, and so it butts up.
I just want to ask Chris, do you know what actual Olympic handball looks like?
I imagine I see a glove, I see a small ball.
I think you're thinking of highlight.
Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
I think you're unfamiliar with the actual handball.
Then I
It's kind of like water polo on land. There's no wall.
never mind.
Yeah.
There's no
Not
wall.
like polo.
But
I've talked to an Olympian, a handball Olympian before, and now I regret that conversation because the questions that we're asking were real dumb. If that's the case, Yeah. Well, that's why I don't watch it, Kalen, and that's why it's not as popular. Because as Matt said, there are no slices, there are no
They
lemon
need to, yeah.
underdogs.
I choose not. If there's no slices, I choose not to play.
By the way, yeah, lemons are when you do a sweep kick under it. If you can sweep your leg under it, that was called a lemon. And then your arm was a slicey, and then your whole body was an underdog, or I guess a watermelon in Kalen's case.
Mhm.
Those
Wow.
were but finding out the house rules of whatever court you're playing on was really fun because they were always
It's like beer pong. Everyone's gonna kind of have their own rules you gotta abide by. There's gotta be house rules.
but anyway, pickleball is just like Foursquare. And
Now that you mentioned the beer pong, though, and we're talking about pickleball and the fact that you don't have to be as athletic to play it, how come ping pong hasn't taken over the world? Why did we all just skip ping pong and just go straight to pickleball?
I have an answer for you,
Yeah.
and here's what we're gonna do, Matt. I am going to tease it. I'm going to tease it for our Patreon because I do have an answer. Actually, I won't tease it. I'll just tell you. It's a barrier to entry. Ping pong balls are expensive. Ping pong ball
At the table, yeah.
You can get a table there. How often do you see a table? Pickleball, you just need a court. They're at the park. You just take over the tennis court and get all the tennis players mad. And they are starting to make their own courts now. You just go to it. But ping pong table and the ones at the park made out of the concrete, they suck. You got to have a
Can't have communal ones because people are just gonna steal like the paddles and the nets and then fuck it all up.
And I don't have to give my ID at the YMCA for freaking shitty ping pong paddle.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Yeah.
but ping
You
pong
want
is
them
super
done
fun.
anymore.
I love ping pong. I think ping pong is awesome. But and just the range of being okay to awesome is just too vast for me. Like the awesome ping pong players have no business playing with like an amateur player or like a regular player. Whereas like other sports you can kind of mix them around, but yeah, the pro ping pong players are just they're in a whole other, I guess, league. Would be
Yeah, I remember when I was
official, but-
playing one-on-one with Jordan. It was a pretty tight game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gambled.
No, I know. I have sanctity for the sport.
Good.
Yeah, no.
All righty. Well, those are our comments, everybody. Thanks for. Oh yeah, thanks for writing in.
on
No
time.
outro on this one. All right, why don't we go around more and get our plugs in, and then we got to get ready for our Mall of Money meetup. So I'll start with Kalen. Kalen, what do you got to plug?
I'll plug our Patreon. You can listen to the next episode this week there. It's a good time. And I also just wanted to tease again. We recorded another episode of my dad's upcoming podcast, and the guest was Edward Furlong, and it was really awesome. I had no idea that guy's story was as intense as it is.
Nice.
And so I'm super excited.
You don't know his story was intense. It's on screen. It's a very intense story. What
Yeah,
he
well,
went through.
it gets more intense.
More
Yeah, he always
way
struck me
more
as a
intense, yeah.
troubled person.
More intense than
Would you say
Saving
he's
the
had
world
he's
and-
had a troubled life, Kalen?
He's had quite a troubled life. That is an understatement.
All right, and Dawson, where can we go for you?
Friday night, I'm at the Chateau. Saturday night, I'm doing a show in Santa Barbara in Carpinteria, actually. Comedy show there. If you follow me at Dos Angeles, you can get info on all of it. And I'll be back at Flappers on March 16th.
Boom, dude, love it. Love that you're getting up there so much, man. Matt, what can we do for you?
Well, you can check out our Patreon if you haven't already,
Yeah.
patreon.com/watercooler. And you can get some of the more recent movie clubs that we've done, including One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And looks to me like you could watch Air Bud as well, because that might be our next one. It
That
is
might
on
be.
Disney Plus.
That
It is on Disney
might-
Plus.
Well, I don't know if
That's
we.
against the rules.
That's true.
Shit.
Damn.
Only Netflix.
Well, all right.
God.
And Gary, what can we do for you?
Subscribe to the Reasonable Doubt YouTube channel, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. Thanks.
All
everyone.
All right, thank you, Gary. And as for me, my band's playing at the Ordinary in Long Beach, March 8th, and Tantalum on March 9th in Long Beach, and I'm also playing a solo acoustic gig on March 6th at Steelcraft in Long Beach. So come out and hit up. I got a bunch of gigs coming up. So and there'll be more later in the month too. So all right, well that'll do it for this episode of Watercooler. We'll be back later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.